said, yes. What an exciting day it has been.
Words do not express my
my enjoyment of the
cycle
news cycle
today.
today. I mean,
holy
cow.
First of all,
the fact that the FBI
is reopening
the investigation
Hillary
into
Clinton's
Hillary
server.
Clinton's server.
That was
music
to my
my
ears.
ears. And
I am just super
excited.
And
of course, the stock market reacted immediately upon the news.
That was crazy. But what's interesting though is that
this very headline
when
right
I'm
here,
showing you,
when I'm showing you, FBI to reopen investigation into Hillary
Now,
Clinton's
that's actually
server. Now,
that's a screenshot that I
that's a
took
screenshot that I took when the news broke.
and I shared it on my picture with the link to the NBC story.
What was
Most
What was most interesting
Visited that link later.
is that when I visited that link later,
the headline had completely changed.
Completely changed.
Nothing of the sort.
Nothing of the sort. And
I was like, okay, well, NBC's trying to clean up their shock headline.
Their shock headline.
It didn't even say that. It didn't even say anything about the FBI.
It didn't even say anything about the FBI reopening. It was just something else.
More detail.
I mean, there was more
regarding
detail
regarding
and the Wiener Man.
Holy cow. So,
Wiener's creepy dude, man. Creepy.
okay, so, and then, you know what else happened?
You know what else happened today? Roseanne Barr
Tweeting out our videos.
started tweeting out our videos. 300,000 Twitter followers.
All of a sudden I got a message from
And that was like,
David
all of a sudden I got a message from
David Frank.
Brian Frank. I forget here. And
Yeah, Brian Frank.
Brian Frank.
Roseanne Barr.
So he messaged me that Roseanne Barr tweeted out our videos. I was like, holy cow.
So that was unexpected. And my mother was a big fan of Roseanne.
And my mother was a big fan of Roseanne. So
Bittersweet, I guess, because
kind of
my mother was
bittersweet,
super
I guess,
excited
because
Roseanne.
super excited.
Tôi nhập hiện tại đừng anh cực
All the time.
I used to watch Roseanne all the time. TV show.
Barr back. Hey, thanks for sharing
So I
our stuff.
actually tweeted at Roseanne Barr back and said, hey, thanks for sharing our stuff. My mother would be so happy.
She said, sorry for your loss, you know.
Roseanne tweeted me back and she said, sorry for your loss. You know,
I was really taken back.
I was really taken back by that.
And I don't really get affected by these things that often.
And I don't
There
really
was
get
the connection
affected
of
by
my mother,
these things that often. But,
passed away in March.
you know, there's the connection of my mother,
The magnitude of having somebody as well known
the
as Roseanne
magnitude of
Barr.
having somebody as
Stuff,
known
and
as Roseanne
then
Barr.
the news with the FBI
Retweeting
reinvestigating
stuff, and
Clinton.
then news with the
And then
FBI.
Trump responding. Hillary responded. I mean, just the
And then
things that
Trump
happened.
responding. I mean, Hillary responding. I mean, just the things that happened today.
Shows that.
Just totally
I think that
showstopper.
we're going to be
So,
seeing a
I
serious,
think that
serious.
we're going to see a serious.
I don't think that we need to.
And I don't think that we need
We have to stay home. We have to now double down. We have to
That doesn't
redouble
mean
our
we
efforts.
have to stay home.
to
We
get
have
the
to
word out.
double down. We have to
We have to
double
make
our
sure that
efforts
we're bringing people to the
get the
polls,
word out.
helping people, doing
We
all
have
the
to
things
make sure
we
that
can
we
do to
get
help
people
get out the vote. Because it's going to take an army
we can do to help get out the vote.
to crime.
Because it's going to take an army
It's going
to defeat the crime. The crime.
because they are
going
working
to
twice
take
as hard to
freaking
steal the election.
Because they are working
dirty
twice
tricks
as hard
that-
to steal the election. Using
Have been
dirty tricks that
this campaign is done.
have been exposed. I mean,
Filthy, dirty tricks,
this
lying,
campaign is done.
stealing,
Campaign.
uh,
Filthy, dirty tricks, lying,
beating up,
stealing,
Citing violence?
Beating up
The level of
Trump's supporters, citing
these are
violence. I mean,
these are the
the
tactics
level
that
of
Democrats
hatred
like
that
to
they
use.
use upon people.
This
These
is
are
how
these are the tactics that the Democrats like to use. This is how
these people are.
a
I don't know what you want to
a
call them.
nation is
Call them
stolen.
communists. Call them
See, these people
fascists.
are,
Call
I
them
don't know what you
socialists.
call them. You can call them communists. You can call them
They want to
fascists. You
steal,
can call them socialists.
crush the freedom that we have in this country.
And they want to steal,
power of
crush
the
the
state
freedom that we have in this
over
country.
our
They want to
lives.
use the power of the state.
So that is
over
why
our
they are
lives.
fighting, literally fighting.
I mean, that is what
streets.
that is why they are
want
fighting,
to have
literally
revolution
fighting
destroy the
in the
state.
streets.
Revolution is through the
have
fraud being perpetrated
destroy
through
this nation.
his own campaign.
The revolution is through the
I think that
fraud
every
being
single
perpetrated
media outlet
through his
is
own campaign.
ready to
Why do you
crucify
think
Trump
that
on
every
public
single
television.
media outlet
Why?
is ready to crucify
Media outlet,
Trump on
newspaper in the
public
country.
television?
Brian, our producer, sent me a picture the other day.
Every
It was
single
so
media
telling.
outlet, newspaper in the country.
Maybe you guys have seen
Brian,
it, but
our producer, sent me a
The
picture
picture
the
itself
other
was
day.
so
It was so telling.
shocking. It
Maybe
was
you guys
the
have seen it,
iconic
but
picture of Donald Trump.
The picture
looking
itself
firm
is
and
so
stern.
shocking.
And
It was the iconic picture of Donald Trump,
picture, but
like
it had all these
firm
guns.
and stern.
There must have been like 50 guns.
It was a black and white picture, but it had all these guns in his head. There must have been like 50 guns, all pointing at his head. And every single gun had the
He had
name
this
of
look on his face. He's like, I don't care.
And I thought to myself, and he had this look on his
Man
face.
has
He's
endured
like,
so much punishment.
and he has,
I don't
the man has endured so much punishment. I don't know how he does it.
What he's going through, what they're putting him through.
Level of pain,
I just have to commend him. I have to commend him.
what he's going through, what they're putting
So I try to do that here with this
I just
report.
have
Em được ấy ra ngoài xem phượng chụp hình chưa? Em nhớ là chị đến mới làm rồi nhỉ?
So I try to do that here with his reports, bringing
We're losing.
people because,
Năm sáu.
I mean,
Năm sáu hay.
Look at what's happening out
we're
there.
losing the media.
Even Fox
Là
News
sẽ sẽ
has
bị
been
sát
completely compromised.
Take a look at what's happening out there.
Chị Phượng có chụp là
With
hai.
Fox, you
Even
know,
Fox
it's
News is on the edge
conservative
of
angle.
being compromised.
Everything else.
And at least with Fox, you
But we're
know
about
it's
to
a
lose Fox News.
conservative angle.
So,
Everything else is totally liberal.
say,
But we're
all
about
I
to
can
lose
tell you
Fox
is that I'm
News.
going to keep doing this.
So
I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep
I don't know what to say. All I can tell you is that I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep producing. And
Just wanna
I'm
thank
going
you
to keep
for
working with
choosing
you to make change happen in this country. And just want to thank you for choosing
make this,
Next News, choosing me,
make this
and
what it
working
is.
with us here to
Anyway,
make this.
I don't want to sit here and talk all
Make
night.
this
We've
what
got
it
news
is.
to cover.
So, anyway, I don't want to sit here
This
and
is the best news.
talk all night. We've got news to cover.
FBI to
So
reopen investigation into Hillary Clinton's email
this
service.
is the best news all day. FBI to reopen investigation into Hillary Clinton's email server.
Ủa thì mà.
Oh man, you know, I thought it was a long time ago. I mean,
I think he'll be
all the
assassinated.
dirty tricks they
Well,
got to
I
play
thought he'd be
Đi
assassinated a
đâu?
long time ago.
Có cái
have to,
cái này.
like
See, with all the dirty tricks they got,
assassination doesn't work like that. I don't think they could
Có hai thôi.
assassination on him. Because it would be
Bên
so
trái với lô tô
assassination
Okay.
doesn't work.
So they have to-
I don't think they could assassinate.
That's why you're seeing
Because it would be
the level of
so
dirty tricks.
obvious.
If there was an
So they
assassination,
have to do it in other ways, and that's why you're seeing that.
I'll bet this country. They just can't get away with it.
If there was an assassination, it would.
A smart decision for them to do,
They just can't get away with
given
it.
the reality.
So I don't think that would be a smart decision for them to do, given the reality.
That guy standing there,
Chưa đây không chị?
It's a Bruder film.
really, that was a
They
fluke.
had that guy standing there reporting the JFK assassination. I mean, really.
So
That
many
was a
closed
fluke.
circuit cameras
Now,
all over.
everyone's got cell
all
phone
over the
cameras. They
streets.
try to do anything.
Everything.
Somebody would get it.
So they,
Get
I don't
it.
think they
So
they have to
many
figure out
closed circuit cameras all over the streets.
it was like an accident, crash plane.
So I don't think
Look what happened to Pence.
they'd have to figure out.
I'm not saying Hillary's behind the fact that
It was
the
like an
plane went off the runway.
accident, crashes plane.
But,
Look what happened to Pence.
you know, something
No.
in the memory.
Now I'm not saying Hillary's behind the fact that
Take
the plane.
him out. He's flying. They're most vulnerable when they're flying around.
An event like that.
So, That would be the biggest.
They could take him out. I mean,
biggest
flying,
stuff here.
they're most vulnerable when they're flying
Like
around.
an accident. And then the mainstream press comes out where they
That would be the biggest.
they'll parrot the
biggest
official
stuff
story. Plane crash killed Donald Trump, right?
And then the mainstream press comes out. What do? They all parrot the official story. Plane crash killed Donald Trump, right?
I mean, talk like this because it's
that's what they would say. But I don't even want to talk.
We just can't afford it.
Because
We're not going to do
it is such a horrible thing.
Yeah, Putin's driver, I remember seeing that too.
We just can't afford it.
So, all right, let's get this show started here.
Yeah, Putin's driver, I remember seeing that.
Okay, so we got a couple publishing meetings.
So, all right, let's get this show started here. Okay, so we got a couple published immediate stories.
Then we have one clip that will be inserted in post-production.
I think we have one clip that will be inserted in post-production.
Script. Myself. Video.
Brian, I didn't note in the script. I didn't cue myself as to when
you just wait for me to say it. When you're
so I don't know if you
video and then you insert or you rely on that
when
script.
you are
Tell you when
inserting these things, do you just wait for me to say it when you're watching the video and then you insert it, or do you rely on that script to tell you when to insert it?
the FBI will follow through their investigation.
Okay. All right.
That's drink. You're funny.
I think the FBI will follow through in their investigation.
I think the FBI will follow through.
Let's drink.
Comey's just covering his ass. That's what he's doing. That's why he put that out. Because he knew there was so much heat on him from FBI agents coming out.
Comey's just covering his ass. That's what he's doing. That's why he put that out. Because he knew there was so much heat on him from
He had to put it out. He had to
FBI
reopen it
agents
because
coming
he knows that when Trump gets
talking
into
about
the
the
Oval Office, he'll be
investigation,
screwed.
that he blocked the investigation.
Indicted.
He had to put it out. He had to reopen it because he knows that when Trump gets into the
Oval Office, the first thing he's going to do is go right after him.
he could be indicted for blocking Hillary. Trump's not
He
playing
knows
around.
how much trouble she's in.
Trump gets
You
into the
remember
Oval
that?
Office, the first thing he's going to do is go right after Hillary.
Oh, don't worry, Hillary. When I'm in the White House, I will launch
freaking out.
special
She
process.
knows how much trouble she's in. You remember that debate?
Freaked out.
He said, "Oh, don't worry, Hillary. When I'm in the White House,
I'll never forget
I will
that.
launch a special
Historic
process."
debate moment.
Yeah.
He said that.
She freaked out. She was
Saw her
so
reel back.
nervous.
You saw her like just she reverted back to her standardized talking points to fact check. It was she
He said that. You saw her reel back. You saw her like just
that,
she
phone
reverted back
press
to her
conference.
standardized talking
Stage
points to
answer,
fact check.
stage
Fact
question.
check. It
The
was-
woman doesn't do
She
anything.
knew she was.
She doesn't do anything that's not scripted.
And then today, when she came out with that phony press
And
conference,
he can go and
stage
hold a press
stage
conference.
questions, the woman doesn't do anything. She doesn't do anything that's not scripted. Okay.
Hangs up the questions to
Trump can,
her
on the other hand, he
traveling
can go
press corps.
hold a press conference and
so
just,
that she has prefabricated answers.
hands out the questions to her
And she's been
traveling press corps so that she
that whole
has
press conference was today.
prefabricated answers.
Totally staged.
It's ridiculous. And she's been totally exposed. And that's what that whole press conference was today. It was exactly that.
Certified, yes.
Totally staged.
Công việc người
So
yêu
on the smile, she is.
All right. Comey's terrified, yes. Clinton is told when to smile. She is.
Okay. Long. Look at Anthony Weiner just stuff like that. Hillary, gosh.
Hillary got schlong.
Okay.
Look what Anthony Weiner just shoved right back in her face.
Facebook tonight. My uncle's controlling me
Hillary
hardcore.
got schlong. All right.
Ass all day.
Okay.
Posting these news stories about.
I'm not looking at Facebook. My uncle's controlling the hardcore.
I love watching all these Hillary
Because I've been
supporters
busting the comments all
squirm.
day.
They are all
Posting
squirming
these
right now.
news stories about
Oh my
Hillary.
God. Suckers.
This is the greatest. I love watching all these Hillary supporters
Joshua.
squirm. They are all squirming right now.
92.
Oh my god. Suckers.
Franchi, get with the program. Here we go. Well, Hillary Clinton got schlonged today. Yes, Anthony Weiner just shoved something back right in her face. Danny Golden, Liberty Writers reports. Yes, at this point it has become
well, Hillary Clinton got schlonged today. Yes, Anthony Weiner just shoved something back right in her face. Danny Golden, Liberty Writers reports. Yes, at this point it has become well known by people all over the world. The FBI just reopened its investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails with just
Anthony Weiner was
the election.
texting a
He writes
15-year-old
and asks the
girl.
question. He says,
Yes,
but
the man right there
well,
on the right.
apparently the FBI came across some very troubling new emails while investigating charges.
Not just sexting.
Anthony
He was actually
Weiner
having
was
Skype
sexting
conversations.
a 15-year-old
Okay.
girl.
He was
The
talking
man right there,
dirty and filthy
right,
on Skype.
sexting a
Oh my
15-year-old
goodness.
girl.
This is
It's not even sexting. He was actually
Chief
having
of Staff for Hillary
Skype
Clinton.
conversations.
Huma Abedin's husband.
Okay?
All right.
He was talking.
This guy. Anyway,
they
they're
were
right here.
filthy to
They
her
seized both
Skype.
of his and Huma Abedin's phones
This
and
is
laptops
this
during
is
the investigation.
Huma
And found
Abedin,
proof
the chief of staff for Hillary
that
Clinton.
Hillary had
This
in
is
fact
Huma
lied about
Abedin's
her
husband.
email. So
Right.
they right here. Yes,
This
Anthony
guy.
Weiner
They
just
right
shoved
here, they
her
seized
emails
both of his and
right
Huma
back
Abedin's
in her
phones and
face.
laptops during the investigation
Serious.
and found
And they're right here.
proof
The most amazing thing
that
is
Hillary
the
had in
media
fact lied
isn't
about her
talking.
email.
What the media is talking
So
about
they right here,
is
yes,
that Donald
Anthony
Trump
Weiner
actually
just shoved
predicted this would
her
happen
email
months
scandal
ago at a
right
Trump
back
rally.
in her
He said,
face.
quote, Hillary Clinton is a security risk.
And they're right
part
here
due
that
to her
the most
relations
amazing
with
thing is
Huma
that the media
Abedin,
isn't
the longtime
what
aide
the
and
media
current
isn't talking
campaign
about
vice chair
is that Donald
for
Trump
number
actually
one person,
predicted this
Huma
would
Abedin,
happen months
is married
ago at a
and
Trump rally. He said, quote, Hillary
sleazeball
Clinton is a
and a
security
pervert.
risk part due to her relationship with Huma
This
Abedin,
is, once again,
long-term
proof
aide and current
now
campaign vice
that
chair.
Hillary Clinton
The number one
is
person, Huma Abedin,
crook.
is married
She's a
to
scumbag.
Anthony Weiner,
She deserves to
sleazeball
wear
and
orange.
a pervert.
Okay, I think she really
So,
just needs to resign.
This
She needs to
is
step
once
down.
again proof. Now,
And that's what
Hillary
has to
Clinton
happen. She
is
just needs to go ahead and concede
crook.
the election to
She's a
Trump.
scumbag.
Get it over with.
She deserves
Because
to wear
The
orange.
crimes of this
Okay, she needs.
I
think
just
she
don't
really
even
just
know
needs
how
to
any
resign.
Democrat
She
can put
needs to
themselves
step down.
and say, yeah, I'm going to vote for Hillary. I just don't
And
know how they
that's
do
what
it.
has to happen.
I don't know
She
how
just
they
needs to
sleep
go
at
ahead
night.
and concede the election to Trump.
The crimes of this
Get
woman
it over with.
and her
Because
first,
the crimes of this woman,
chief of staff.
I just don't even know how any Democrat
She's
can
playing
look themselves in the mirror and say, yeah, I'm going to vote for Hillary. I just don't know how they can.
There was this time it could
I don't know
possibly
how they can sleep at night.
lead to her being
Crimes of
arrested
this woman
after
and
the election is
her
over.
first,
Wow.
her first chief of
We're
staff.
actually looking at a possible arrest of Hillary Clinton
plaguing
for real. Okay?
So anyway,
I mean,
they write
think
this time
about
it could
Martha
possibly
Stewart,
lead
right?
lead to her being arrested
Seems to be
after the
parallel.
election.
Martha
is
Stewart
over.
went to prison.
Wow.
I think that Hillary
We're
Clinton is
actually
going to go
looking
to
at a
jail.
possible
I really
arrest
believe
of
it.
Hillary Clinton, like for real.
Even Trump said he would
Okay.
launch a special investigation.
I mean,
once
think
special
about Martha
prosecutor
Stewart.
once he
Right?
is in
I
the
don't know
Oval
why I think
Office.
about that now, but it just seems to be
When
a
that
parallel.
happens, it's over.
Martha Stewart went
And I also think that
I
Comey
think that Hillary Clinton is
himself
going
is
to
just trying to cover his butt
really believe it.
by
Even Trump said he
relaunching
would
this
launch a
investigation.
special
Because
investigation,
he
once
knows
a special prosecutor, once he is in
Internal
the
FBI
office.
officers are starting to
And
speak.
when that happens, it's over.
Saying he blocked the
And I also
investigation.
think that
all this.
That Comey
So in order for him
himself is
to
just
make
trying to
sure
cover his butt
that he doesn't get
by
indicted
relaunching
by a
this
Trump
investigation.
administration, he has to reopen
Because
the
he knows there's so
investigation.
much heat on him right
Take
now.
Hillary down.
The internal
Or else she's gonna
FBI
take you.
officers are starting to speak.
That's what it
saying
comes
he
down
blocked
to.
the investigation. All this.
Despite
So in
Comey's
order for
connections
him
to the
to
Clinton
make
Foundation,
sure that he
Comey's
doesn't
trying
get
to cover his
indicted
butt so he doesn't
by a
get locked
Trump
up.
administration, he has
Instead
to
of Hillary.
reopen the investigation. Take
Now it's do or
Hillary
die
down,
in Washington,
or else
D.C.
she's going to take
Hillary's
Hillary.
she's already
That's
exposed all
really
of
what it
Washington.
comes down to, I believe.
Everyone in Washington is
Despite
scrambling, covering all of her
Comey's
lies.
connections to the Clinton Foundation,
The corruption of this woman
Comey's trying to cover his
permeating
own butt so he doesn't get locked up
every single
instead of Hillary.
bureaucracy.
It's do
They're all
or
trying to
die
cover her.
in Washington, D.C. Hillary's she's already exposed all of
once
Washington.
and for all. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Everyone in Washington is scrambling,
And,
covering all of her lies.
Remember,
I mean, the corruption of this woman is permeating
get out the vote,
every,
bring a friend
every
to the
single
poll.
bureaucracy. They're all trying to cover
Don't
her.
think that this is gonna,
So the FBI is going to take her down
Okay.
once and for all.
They're still playing
Fingers
dirty.
crossed for that.
They're still playing real
And
dirty. Voter fraud
Remember,
is rampant.
on election day,
We need to make sure,
get out the vote, bring a friend to the poll,
make sure we
make
get
sure
out
you
the
guys
vote
are voting.
and come
Don't think that
force
this is going to
Trump-trained army
change
at
things.
the polls.
Okay?
We're going to
They're
defeat
still playing dirty.
Washington criminality.
They're still playing
We're going to
real
defeat Hillary
dirty.
Clinton. We're going to
Voter
make
fraud
America great
is
again.
rampant.
Leave your thoughts, comment below, subscribe for
Make sure
updates if you like what we're doing here at the Next
double
News
our
Network.
efforts,
Give us a
redouble our
thumbs up,
efforts
please,
to
and
make
share
sure
support
we get out the
on your
vote.
social networks. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary
Force
Franchi.
Trump-trained army at the polls. We're going to defeat Washington criminality. We're going to defeat Hillary Clinton. We're going to make America great again. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Subscribe for updates if you like what we're doing here at the Next News Network. Give us a thumbs up and please share this report on your social networks. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
Wow. That's a new record. 885 was actually the record.
883 people watching. Wow. I think that's a new record, huh? 885 was actually the record. All right.